Hi, welcome to the show. This segment is being filmed on location at 4x4 or More's premises in Perth, WA. I'm Russell Cullen and I'm your guest presenter today, and we're going to talk about tyres. Firstly, most people that purchase a new four-wheel drive, whether it be second-hand or new from the dealer, often buy a car with tyres that they don't truly desire or don't truly require. And often they're a real tight tread pattern like this one I've got in front of me, real small, real narrow, real car-like even, and often people discard them before they've worn out. What we often find here at 4x4 and More is the tyres that are fitted to the vehicle that the person's just purchased aren't suitable for what they're about to do with the car. So often they want to switch up, maybe go for a mud train, maybe an all-train. The first step from that really closed tread pattern that we saw earlier is often an all-train, and I've got a couple of great examples of all-trains here. This one being a traditional style all-train with quite a closed tread pattern. This is an excellent tyre for mileage, excellent tyre for wear, exhibits really good on-road handling. It's a little bit more open in the tread pattern, so all the stones and sticks don't get caught in there when you're on your desert trip, and they represent a really good quality choice as far as all-trains. This one pictured here is actually the ProComp all-train. What we often find though is people require something a little bit more open in the tread pattern, something a little more aggressive, something even a little bit better looking. This is a good example of another all-train that we sell a lot of. It is a ProComp all-train, far more aggressive tread pattern than the one seen previous, more open, sticks fall out of it a lot easier, really popular with people that live in the northwest where they're subject to a lot of gravel roads and roads that are strewn with stick debris and stone debris. Really good tyre this one, and it's gaining a really good following here in WA. So that was a quick look at the all-train version of a tyre. What we're finding is happening more and more, or is becoming more and more prevalent nowadays, is people are looking for a mud tyre that's good on the road, that exhibits good manners on the road as far as steerability on a dry road, braking on wet roads, and good wear and lack of noise. Not many people come into a tyre shop or into our shop looking for a tyre that's noisy. So the prerequisites for the modern mud tyre are good on-road manners, be it dry or wet road, good mileage and quite a quiet tyre. And all the big gun tyre manufacturers have recognised this, and that's why you're seeing elaborate sort of mud tyres like this in tyre shops more and more. All the different brands of tyres produce a more sophisticated mud tyre nowadays, and they're excellent on road. Sure, the mileage isn't quite as good as an all-train, but as the technology moves on, the mileage that you get out of a mudder is being improved greatly. And this is no exception. This is what they call a ProComp Extreme mudder, and we find that very popular with people that are looking for a very aggressive tyre that looks good, got plenty of sidewall decoration, good chunky tread, functions well in the mud, awesome sidewall for puncture resistance, which is great for outback touring, and a very quiet tyre. So when you've got to spend a couple of thousand Ks on the highway getting to that harsh off-road destination, you've got a tyre that behaves well on the road. In fact, the owner of this business runs them on his vehicle every day, and that vehicle is predominantly a road vehicle, and he makes no complaint about the noise or the on-road handling. Here's another one that's quite popular, especially here in the west where we have a lot of sand. It's a ProComp X-Terrain. You can buy a directional tyre like this in other brand names. I think Kumo produce a directional tyre and Mickey Thompson produce directional tyres. And when I say directional, they've got to go on a certain side of the car relative to how they're mounted on the wheel, so that the V faces the right direction as such. Terrific sand tyre, the ProComp X-Terrain. In fact, got a massive following amongst guys that do a lot of sand driving. Quite a good road tyre as well. Surprisingly good on the road. Certainly not as good as an all-terrain, but does give people a bit of a shock how quiet they are and how well mannered they are on the road. Now, earlier on we spoke of the elaborate mud tyres, but this is your traditional style mud tyre. Once again, big open gaps in the tread, big open voids in the side lugs, so they claw and grip away at the muddy banks that you might be able to climb or trying to climb. This is your traditional style mud tyre from ProComp. great tyre, and it's actually a tyre that's making a massive comeback because it's very well priced and is an exceptionally good quality tyre. Now, when it comes to competition tyres, this is one of my favourite. This is the Cymex Centipede. They are an unbelievable tyre for traction. They're not so good on the road, as you can see. You can just about drive my fist into the side lugs there, but they are an exceptionally good off-road tyre and have got a massive following in the comp scene. They're long regarded as one of the best comp tyres you can run on. They are getting a little bit dated because they only run up to 36, and some of the comp rules allow slightly bigger tyre nowadays, but if you're looking for a off-road tyre that's a second set of tyres maybe, or just out and out off-road tyres, pretty hard to beat the Cymex Centipede. There's other examples of off-road tyres around like Swamper and etc, but these really can't be beaten for their traction and quality. As you can see, we've looked at really only one brand. There's a myriad of different tread patterns out there. There is a myriad of different tyres to choose from. So what you've got to do is you've got to find your local four-wheel drive shop or your local tyre shop that you've dealt with for decades, years, whatever it may be. Look for someone trusted in the tyre game, get good advice, communicate well with them as to what you want out of a tyre, and don't spare the expense, because good tyres are your last contact point between you and the road.